Hey there, I'm Sarah K. Hoffman, a holistic health coach and chief gutsy of AGUTSYGIRL.com. I went from bloated, gassy, and infertile to living my best life with a strong microbiome and a very full house. On this show, no topic is too stinky to discuss, and everything can be broken down into practical, digestible takeaways. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah K. Hoffman, a Gutsy Girl, and I'm so glad that you're here today. So, as most of you may or may not know, I was diagnosed in 2014 with SIBO. SIBO stands for Small Intestinal Bacterial Overgrowth. And part of my goal with doing this YouTube channel is to really share every last detail and thing that I tried along my journey, things that worked, things that didn't work, in order to help you heal faster. Recently, I had this company by the name of FoodMarble approach me and see if I wanted to try out their device called the FoodMarble AIRE. And what it is really, it's just a device that can help us understand how we are digesting and processing food, especially as it relates to people who might have problems with the classification of foods known as FODMAPs. So to back up just a second, I have intentions of doing full videos all around what FODMAPs are, but so that you know, FODMAP is kind of a classification of various foods. F stands for fermentable, O stands for oligosaccharides, D stands for disaccharides, M stands for monosaccharides, and P stands for polyols. And these are just different things that are in some of the foods that we eat that you might be reacting to. And so what FoodMarble does is it's this little device. It is a pocket-sized device that looks just like this. And once you eat certain foods, you breathe into this device, and then it will tell you how you are processing and digesting those foods, if they work for you, if they don't work for you, if they're causing symptoms, if they're not. So what I want to do is, I have not even opened this up yet, and I want to just open it right here with you right now and just show you everything that comes in this kit. So this is exactly what it looks like. And in this box, you are going to get a FoodMarble AIRE, a USB cable, and a getting started guide. I'm just going to open this up right on my lap, my office, on a couch, nothing fancy here. So, okay, so we have the digestive breath tester, and that is on one side. Along with the USB. So here's the little cord. Here is what it looks like. And then it also comes with the getting started guide. And then on the other side is the FODMAP testing kit, which you can also use. And it just basically comes with a bunch of different packets. It comes with inulin, fructose, sorbitol, and lactose. And these are different things that you can use also for testing. So we're gonna get this ready, and then I'm gonna go over what you would do in the next steps. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is, and what you have to do too, is you have to fully charge this using the USB prior to using it. So I'm gonna do that, and I will be right back. Well, I won't be right back, but for you, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and my FoodMarble AIRE device is fully charged and ready to go. So I just want to show you how simple this process is to be able to use it. So I've already downloaded the FoodMarble app onto my phone. So that's the first thing that you need to do, because this device will connect to the app, and that's how this whole thing works. It is super slick. So then you have this and you turn it on. The on button is right on the side. And what you're gonna do then is you will see there's the lights that are lighting up. And when it hits all the lights, then you know you're ready. So I'll just wait a couple seconds for this to go. But basically what's gonna happen is all of the lights are gonna go on, and then we know that we are ready to start the process. So what happens next is that this then syncs with the app. Now, I'm doing this video on my phone, so I don't have the app opened, but I just wanna be able to at least walk you through this process. So you're gonna open up your app. Once you open up your app, it literally walks you through every single step. So you will log your food or your meal, whatever you are testing out. So for me personally, because this is something that I believe really helps you kind of narrow things down really quickly, less is more. So I just tested one specific food right now, and that was fermented sauerkraut. That's it. However, the database, I believe, has 1,000 or more different types of foods and combinations that you can enter in however you want, or however you actually do eat your food. So you would log your food, and then after that, it's going to tell you to take a breath. And the way that you do it, very, very simple. So this is telling me right now, the flashing blue light, that it's not paired yet. So, and that's because my app isn't open, but I'm just showing you how simple this process is right now. So there's a button on the app that'll say to breathe, and you're gonna push that. It'll give you a countdown from 3. You're gonna hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then you're gonna blow into right here, this little space, for 5 seconds, and you will watch it count down. And it's almost like blowing on soup or something to cool it off. So it's very simple. It's just, yes, that's simple, for 5 seconds. And as soon as it tells you it's done, the circle will complete. Then it will start calculating your fermentation score. So once you're done with it, that's not it. Not only do you do it right after you've consumed the food, but the app is gonna give you notifications to be testing it in the next, I think you do it a few times within 3-hour time period. And you can watch then how you're reacting over time. And that's because obviously when you eat food right away, it's gonna do something at that point, and that'll be different than what happens, an hour or 2 down the line as it has more time to digest. Okay, so as it relates to the actual device, it's as simple as that. It is super small, pocket sized, fits right in the palm of your hand. You can carry it with you everywhere to just keep track of, what you're doing on a daily basis. If you're out and about, super, super simple. There's a couple more things though about this device and why I'm so excited about it and wanted to share it with you. So if you don't know by now, I have a food journal and I teach about it all the time. I preach about it in the sense that I believe that the more we journal all of our lifestyle things, from our water intake to the sleep, to our supplements, medications, our food, everything, and how it all plays together and really helping us understand our bodies more and be able to heal faster. Well, when you get a FoodMarble AIRE device, you have this journal, not my journal, but you have something similar right on your phone. And the idea and why I love this company so much is that you are going to see how the way that your body interacts with different foods might change based on your lifestyle too. So the one question that people are always asking the company is it accurate? And I think this goes back to everything else in life. Yes, the device itself is very accurate, but it will become even more accurate for you and more helpful for you depending on how much you use the app and how accurate you are with recording your sleep and your water and the food as you're eating it. and all those other lifestyle things. So you can do that all within the app, and you can watch then how things change based on those lifestyle factors as well. Okay, and something else that I absolutely love about this device is that not only can you test any foods that you're eating and then go by whatever is in their food database, but you can also do individual tests. And what I mean by that is, if you remember from the beginning, I told you about these different packets. So let's say you just want to do a completely controlled study for yourself, and you're still not sure if lactose is the thing that is really bothering you. You can do a completely siloed off test. They call it challenge. And so the way that you do this is a little bit different. If you have ever seen me talk about how you do the SIBO breath test, it actually reminds me a lot of that, because there are some things that you have to follow starting from the night before, as far as eating, a very low FODMAP diet, and there's just some restrictions that you have starting from the night before. And then when you wake up in the morning, you put this packet of powder into water, and then you drink it, and then you test. And that's a challenge. And so you can know right away how your body is reacting to lactose, sorbitol, which is a natural sweetener, inulin, which is a common carb that many of you know, because especially if you've been diagnosed with SIBO, and fructose, which is the fruit sugar. So there's 4 separate challenges that come included with the kit. And I just love this idea, because I think everyone is really trying to understand more about their body, their symptoms, and what it's all saying. And here's the thing about this: you don't need to have a doctor order it for you in order to get it delivered. You can just order it right online by yourself, have it shipped to you, and start understanding more about your body and your symptoms right away. Last but not least, this is a test that will test for hydrogen. And that is something that's really important, because in the SIBO community, and when you take a breath test, people are always wondering, am I going to understand if I am hydrogen or methane dominant? And the answer is that right now, this breath test is able to tell you about your hydrogen levels after various foods consumed. Now, I would not use this as any kind of diagnostic tool. What I would use this for is to really be able to manage your symptoms while you might be waiting to get into a doctor, or really just to be able to help your doctor or other medical practitioner more. So let's say I hadn't been diagnosed with SIBO yet. The way that I would have used this is I would have tried a bunch of different foods that I thought I was reacting to, and I would record exactly what it was telling me. And if I was finding that I was really reacting to a lot of foods, at that point, I would go into my doctor, I would ask for the test, because the thing is if you do have SIBO and it's bad enough, a lot of times you're going to need to be on some kind of herbal protocol, or even medications like rifaximin for hydrogen. And without that, some people will only really be able to manage symptoms for the rest of your life instead of really getting rid of it. And so I think this device is awesome to be able to manage your symptoms. If you don't have SIBO, I think this device is fantastic, because you can really learn more about foods that are going to be helping you or foods that are going to be hurting you, and really that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. I have an entire podcast all around the FoodMarble, the company, and the AIRE, and you will find that on AGUTSYGIRL.com in the near future. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer them. Leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you get one of these, what you find out. I'm super interested, and always rooting for you to heal your gut and heal your life. Thanks for joining.